because I thought it was closer by, you know, this break was too long. I should have started earlier on, but this is the time that I started. Hi everybody. Okay, so I've made it to Orisson. It's a very nice place. You can stay here the night. I decided not to do that, but to do the whole long haul on the first day. They tell me it's still uphill for quite some time, and then when we're getting to the statue of the Virgin Mary, then hopefully it's going to be an easier walk. In any case, let's continue. We're still on day one. Let's go. Bon camino. Okay, no matter what they tell you, I highly recommend that you break this day up in 2 parts. Stop in Orisson, or there's one hostel just past that if you can get space there. But honestly, you know, I've trained for this Camino, and this day I'm already, you know, on day 3, still processing these videos, and everything hurts, like my legs, my hips, my back. So honestly, it was just, it wasn't a wise choice to do this in a single day. And here the views are still good. The weather is holding, so that's good. But you can see it's uphill all the way. It isn't as steep as that 3 kilometer, you know, just before Orisson, of course, but still it's continuously uphill. You just don't get a break from it at all. You will also see that there are fewer people alongside the road now, because most people are staying over. Here it's leveling out a little bit. It's not that steep. So every now and again you get false hope. It's kind of playing out, because I'm holding to, you know, the hostel owner's words, and it was just a blatant lie. Maybe he disliked me in a way, I don't know. But I know for a fact, you know, when the muscles are all healed and I look back at this, I'm going to be so proud of myself for actually doing it. So I shouldn't discourage too many people from also doing it, because I did it, you know. Yeah, so if you're up for it, go for it. Some great advice that I got from someone is, when you're not thirsty, drink something. When you're not hungry, eat something. Always make sure that you have enough, you know, in your system, that you don't go below that point where you consume more, you know, than what you have, what you've taken in for the day. Save a little bit of battery power and make the videos better to process. There's nothing to see really here, so I'm going to put it on a time lapse, and then when I get to the level part, maybe it's more scenic, and the downhill part, I really want to save battery power for that. So from now on, I'm just going to put it on a time lapse. So it's going to be super speed, and you can still see all of it. Woo! This is a challenge. Our time lapse is working so much better. It's much more stable, and you can still see, and I see when I stop, you have a great view of what I'm looking at. So I don't even have to stop for such a long period of time. Great. So from now on, we'll do everything in time lapse, and you'll still see everything. You won't miss a step. Even though it looks level, it is literally still going up. Luckily, not at a very steep gradient otherwise. Yeah. But now the weather is changing. It is freezing cold inside the cloud. And also low visibility, and I think that's made using the map very difficult, because they have all these things to look out for on the map, like the statue of the Virgin Mary and all of that. I didn't see any of that. It must have been somewhere where it was just the cloud was hiding it. But yeah, I'm pointing to the road that I've just walked for you to see how steep it still is. It just keeps on going up, 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 up this mountain pass. I believe on a sunny day you're going to get great views, but this high up, yeah, I was just literally walking inside a cloud. This is by far the toughest thing I've ever attempted, and I never thought I would say that after going up Table Mountain. Okay, it's just walking in a cloud. Like, there's zero visibility. When the battery died, I just left it. It's freezing cold, but you sweat like crazy because, you know, they say it gets easier after Orisson, but it's uphill all the way. Like, you just don't get a break from going uphill. I have 8 kilometers left. It's already, you know, 3 hours until sunset, but this is what I was looking for. When you find this cross, we're gonna go off the track, and now we're gonna go off-road and over the mountain. But yeah, look, I'm just gonna have to do it. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I run out of daylight, so we're just gonna have to see how this ends. But yeah, there's like nothing to see really because of the weather. At least it's not raining, which is great. Okay, well, let me continue walking. So I will record some of this. If it's still zero visibility, then I will just put it on time lapse again. But I see that that doesn't really save battery. It only saves like film time. But it's also going to make it easier for me to process, because otherwise the video files are too large and the videos are too long. Oh shit. My GoPro battery. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, according to the map, so you see, this is the picture that they show you with the cross, and now you got to go over there. And then, so I'm here. So when I get here, there's a hut or something. I should be very careful when I see this. And you know, gee whiz, you're like, how in the fog, how are you going to see any of that? I don't know. I just don't know what that means anyways, but in any case, we're gonna check when we get there. It's 8 more kilometers. All right. Tomorrow's gonna be a breeze. Nothing can be worse than this, I promise you. Day one torture. Okay. Oh shit, 9.9. Ooh. Okay. All right. Well, let's go. I will record a little bit of this because it's beautiful and the clouds cleared a little bit. I'm getting really worried if I'm gonna make it because before sunset, because it's still going uphill. Like, when is it gonna stop going up? Like, I'm so exhausted. It's too much. This is honestly when I started getting worried and nervous because I realized I'm at the point of no return. If I turn back, I won't make it before sunset. And going forward is going to be my best bet. But will I make it before sunset? And I also realized that I haven't seen one other person for the past like 3 hours. So I was all alone on this trail. My cell phone battery is completely running out of power. And yeah, I got nervous. This was very, very stressful. But I made it, and there's still another video coming, so keep on watching to see how this all ends.